The glow up is huge. You've been waiting all your life for this moment type of vibe, for this glow up to happen. You always had an interest in maybe your health, beauty, wellness, a career, an entrepreneurship, and doing your own thing, in being creative somehow, in journeying and traveling. You know, so many different examples can be given there, but you always had this interest, this raw passion, this raw desire. You always had this, even this dreamer type of energy, but in a very active way. And what we see is that through time, you've tried on many different hats, many different versions. You've explored this in many different ways. And now you are arriving at a whole different level, a whole new level. It is giving like maturing, like you're growing up, maturing, but it's deeper than this. You could have some prominent fire placements in your chart if you're familiar with your astrology. Aries, Libra, Gemini, I was going to say air, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, okay? Even your rising or something, because it feels very physical and also business oriented. But just in general, I feel like you're somebody who has an abundance of passion, okay? An abundance of drive and passion, especially when you're able to tune in, tap in, and channel that and find your balance point. So a lot of determination, a lot of glowing up going on for you. I feel like you are more and more grounded and solid in who you are. You're more and more accepting of who you are, okay? You're expressing yourself more or differently, let's say. I feel that you're more at peace with the material desires that you have, or I'm hearing even burdens somehow. It also feels like your boundaries are better, especially when it comes to your psychic abilities or your intuition. Like you are not just out feeling out everybody, everything anymore. You're turning a lot of that towards you. You're turning a lot of that inward, and you're being very reserved about when you open that and who you open that for and who you're reading into. Like it's very in your control now. It's not just everywhere. You're really controlling where and how, and it's beautiful and it's amazing and it's massive to see this level of glow up, of self-control coming through you. The period of time, which could have been 10 years or more, of being patient and going through so many different things has been quite exhausting. There could have been insomnia or just a lack of rest, a lack of sleep. You could have been extra pale during this time. You could have just felt like depressed on and off, sometimes joyous, but sometimes depressed. You could have been, doing a lot of fantasizing about the things you want but feel you don't have. Your face could have been very lopsided during this time, very crooked, like very big difference between what's going on the left side of your body and face and then the right side. A lot that you've been working through with ancestry, this passage of time where you've been trying out these different things, having these different interests and having to be patient. It's not been the easiest go about. You could have chopped bangs during that period of time quite often. Take it where it resonates. You don't have to resonate with every single detail for this message to be yours. 3, 2, 1. So there's a countdown energy here. You just really cultivated a lot, and whether you realize it or not, that period of patience, of waiting, of getting to the point that you're getting to right now, you did create a lot for yourself. You put a lot into your vortex, so to speak, as Abraham Hicks would say. You put a lot into your vortex during this time. You were cultivating a lot in your energetic field that you will see physical, 3D, tangible. I can hold this, or I can use this right here and now, coming into this era. And I feel like you already know this. It could feel like it's too good to be true because of how long you spent being patient. But it's better if you can just look at all the things that came to pass in your life already that you thought were too good to be true, big or small. It can help you to compile lists of evidence that actually good things happen all the time. And big things happen all the time. All right. Now there is a second energy I keep seeing coming through for you. It's the 7 of Swords, treachery. It's kind of hidden stuff, deceptive stuff. I feel like this is a little bit of a shadow that you're having to integrate right now. Wherever this is in your life, these can just be things hidden in your mind. This can be ways that you feel like you're deceptive, ways that you feel like people around you have been deceptive, separating the lies from the truth. You are battling this energy a little bit. It's kind of there. And remember, anytime it's there for you to look at, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to integrate, to understand, integrate, and become that much more expanded, that much more powerful. Now, it also strongly feels, 515, that you are a star. You were a star. You've been a star. You've been a very special, light, shining, unique person with very special, unique talents. Like, you are a star in whatever regard. We're not just talking like Hollywood. Like, you are a star. And you've had to be in this passage of time where that's been covered, hidden, covered. You've had to pretend to be kind of like with everybody else in a way. And this message is a little weird to deliver, so just please take it with a grain of salt. Just be open to this. It's in no way like an above or below thing. It's just you've had to kind of march in a parade where you're pretending that you're like normal and like you're okay, I'm a part of this, like I'm doing this, but you're not. And it's made you feel, it's convinced you for a while that you're actually just like weird in a way that's very undesirable to you at times. At least in your past, this is how it looked. And it's never been about you being like weird or strange. It's been that you're a star, that you're a bright light, that you have so much bursting out of you. But because you've been having to be kind of in this parade, this mundane, this average, this certain arena that's not fully your star, at some point it just made you feel like, I'm weird. I'm not normal. I don't fit in. I'm strange. I'm weird. This doesn't work for me. I'm not understanding it. I must be dumb. I must be a weirdo. I must be stupid. I must be strange. I must be just, you went into like, something's wrong with me because I'm not fitting in here. And even if you always consciously were able to know, like, I'm somehow like special, or I don't fit because I have other amazing things, it still would get buried sometimes, in this, I'm hearing in the plot, as the plot thickens. So you've had to be in a role with everybody else. Even being human could be a version of that in a way, but it's also just the role in society and your career and your job and your money and your physical world, like how you've had to show up. And the fact that this shows up tells me that there's some kind of a reclamation of your star power coming through. There's some kind of a reclamation of your light, of your passion, of your energy, of being able to wield all that massive incredibleness that you are. And you were supposed to have this time of being in the parade, in the realm. I don't know what words to use, but with everybody else, eyes open. Everybody else's eyes are asleep. Eyes open, you're aware of what is going on. You're aware of what you have here. You were supposed to spend this time. This is very humbling kind of human experience, but it's also a little bit of like a punishment feeling, like you punished yourself maybe, or maybe you feel like this is karma, or so there's something you had to learn, to gather, to gain a lesson that you had to understand. And if you didn't believe it, if you didn't believe that you were in that role, you wouldn't have really learned the lesson. You kind of had to be convinced that you were not this star energy, or that this wasn't going to happen for you to really gain what you need to gain. And now, as you reclaim your star with all these learnings, you will be able to channel and communicate about what you have learned spending that time there. But if you had not spent your time as one of them in a way, or as one of this, it wouldn't have worked. I apologize for the word choices being a little bit like then you. It's not to separate anybody. It's just there's different paths, there's different walks, there's different points and different focus points and different things that satisfy us and that we are and that our soul is and that we want in life. So if you're resonating with this, we're going to make an extended reading and go super deep in. The link is in our bio. Please make sure the title and image matches. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is below to the extended reading. We hope to see you there, but if not, still congrats on this amazing glow up and much love.